Hey, good evening, happy Monday. How are you all? It's been a hot minute since I've done a Monday motivation. It's been since I left the country twice, so that's at least 3 weeks. 3 weeks? I don't even know anymore. But hello, happy Monday. Welcome back to Monday Motivation. We are going to try and come back and do them every single Monday. Now I've got no more insanity going on. I've got hair on my lip. If you are new to me, new to my lives, please stick a 1. If you're not, please give us a share. If you're watching on the replay, please hashtag we slay the replay, then know you're one of the family. This motivation is not one that I planned when I was going to do Monday Motivation, when I said I was going to. So, anybody who knows I'm a comper, or used to be a comper. I'll talk a little bit about that tonight. Hey loves, how you doing? So I used to be a comper. Please go ahead and please share this broadcast. It's going to be an interesting one. It's a bit hippy dippy. Some people look at it like I've gone completely bonkers. Hey Liz. Hey guys. But I wasn't going to do it until something was pointed out to me on Saturday that made me go, oh my God. So I had the need to come and share it with you. So also, do you love my mug from Hogsmeade? It was excellent, Faith. Thank you. But anybody knows me knows that I used to be a serial comper. I was in the Daily Mail, I was in the Sun, I was on television. I did a lot of comping. And I used to get a phrase a lot. First of all, I used to get, oh, you're mental, when I didn't win, when I first started. And I was like, you got to be in to win it, yada, yada. And then I won a lot very quickly. And the phrase I was, oh my God, you're so charming. Oh my God, you're so lucky. Oh my God, I wish I had your luck. And I'd be like, well, do you enter? They'd be like, well, no, but... So that was the first thing. And I'm like, first of all, you've got to participate. You've got to get involved. If you want anything you want, you've got to be actively involved in it, okay? You can't just wish you won a lottery and not win the night, not play. Do you know what I'm saying? So I used to get the whole, you're a lucky sod, la, 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 all the time. And I'd say to people, well, why don't you win? Oh, I never win anything. Then I go, well, I always win. So because I always say I win, I always win. Because I always say that I'm going to have it, I have it. I'm known for going to raffles and being able to go, not only am I going to win, I'm going to name that prize. And most of the time it happens. In fact, I had a conversation at the last raffle I was with when I said to my friend Kirsty, to the left of me, right of me, I always win. And she went, you can't always say it. At which point they pulled my number out and I went, told ya, I win. I'm just that person. I always win because I participate. But everybody does raffles, don't they? So when I used to do my competitions, my mindset was that I was going to win. Did I always win? No, but I did win. I won more than most people. I won, I participated, I did the things, but I still won. Well, I do have some notes. So when people say things to me like, I don't win, I'm not lucky. I had a girl even say it to me at the weekend after this conversation I'm about to have with you guys. I don't win. I never win a raffle. I went, well, of course you know. What did you just tell me? And the irony is we'd just been in a training on the law of attraction. Hi, Sarah, which is what I'm going to talk to you about tonight. The law of attraction and the law of vibration, which are scientific, physical, factiness. It was amazing, Faith. These are laws, these actual physician laws, okay? And we just done a training on it. And this girl then said to me, I don't win anything. I was like, did you just hear what was in there? She went, oh yeah, but does it count towards that? I was like, it counts towards everything. I am a lucky person because I say I'm a lucky person. I've always had this sort of mindset. So before I did my business, when I joined, I'd always known about The Secret. I'd always heard this, I'd heard people talking about what The Secret was, which is the study of the law of attraction. I'd seen the book, my friends had told me about it. I'd not really paid it a lot of attention because I'm a naturally positive person. So I was like, well, if you kind of get it, then you get it. If you are a positive person, then positivity comes to you. If you're a negative person, and if you are somebody who's a negative person, and I'm going to say it with most of, if you're somebody who goes, it happens to me, it's because you're saying it. Okay? People who have bad luck always tell them it happens to them, and people who have good luck always tell them it happens to them. So the thing you're focusing on is generally the thing you're going to get, and that seemed logical to a naturally positive person, but it's a lot more logical than that, and it's not a magic lamp, and it's not just kind of like 3 wishes, but there's science behind it. So at this training at the weekend, we were talking about the law of vibration, law of attraction, we're going to cover in a second. But we were talking about goal writing and vision boards. And my good friend Natasha Kelly Pearson, now she's married, was doing a training. And I went, oh my gosh. Years ago, when I first started my business, Natasha did we're going to go pre-Facebook here, Periscope training on the law of attraction. And Natasha's always coached since I was brand new into this business. And I did 2 years ago, I did a vision board, okay? Now, if anybody does, I've been asked about doing vision board coaching before, actually. It's not complicated, and I'll come to it, but I will do a specific live on putting together vision boards if you want. But did 2 years ago, I created a vision board, and it is better if you cut things up and actually create it with glue and paper like a craft project. But I did this 2 years ago, okay? And I took the pictures off and I made a camera and I framed it, and it's been changed slightly. I've moved pictures around, but it's the same in essence. Now, I'm not far off from this one here. That hasn't happened yet. This house keeps coming up in my Rightmove email and I don't know why. That happened. I've been asked to speak. Not only have I spoken at one of our big events, I've been asked to speak twice recently at two of the biggest presenters in the UK's teams. I can't make it, but I've been asked to speak. I'd never been asked to speak when I put on. And I want to draw your attention to that there. Do you see what I see? Now, I like to think everybody wants to go to the Magic Kingdom. Not everybody wants to go to the Magic Kingdom. Florida isn't everybody's destination holiday, but it is mine. And it's an expensive holiday, right? Like, you're talking £8,000 to £10,000, which when you're self-employed, it isn't always something that you can achieve to do. Now, thank God my business took me to the Caribbean, my friend's wedding a few years ago, and Florida was my next plan. But other things come in the way, health, other holidays, things, life, short-term things you've got to do. So it was in the long-term plan, but it wasn't something that I knew I'd be able to book tomorrow, if that makes sense. And when we had this law of vibration, law of attraction workshop on Saturday, I went, Tash, vision boards 2 years ago. In fact, that's a lie, that's a fib. Because what happened is that morning, Cole had picked the vision board up to me and gone, look. So I'll get the story where I went. But I said to her, I need to tell you, and she went, have you gone on Facebook and told me this? I was like, no, I haven't, I forgot. She was like, go and tell them. So Cole had picked this up, and I've got a frame on it upstairs, in fact, where the pictures are switched. I think the boys are down here and this is there. So I got like tweaked it around. And Cole picked it up and Cole went, so your vision board now? And he went, look. I went, I know. We had a picture taken out there a week ago. So this is all piece by piece coming through. There is a map of the world down here, and there is an aeroplane, and there is some palm trees. We were palm trees last week. There is Europe, there is America. There's also Asia, Australia and Africa. They're in order. Europe, America. So Asia's next apparently. Australia and Africa are on my next list. So it happened in order. So first of all, that's crazy, right? Secondly, the notebook I took along, and while I was having a conversation with Natasha, written in my goals was book and pay for Florida. Didn't have to book and pay for it, but I wrote it down. I wrote all these things down that I wanted to happen, and Florida's in there. And I kind of said to somebody about it, well, I was like, well, doesn't everybody write that down? So I went, no, not everybody writes Orlando down. If nobody wants to go to the Magic Kingdom like a 38 years old Kate, I was like, oh, okay. So I take for granted the things that I read, and I read a lot of books on the law of attraction, law of vibration. So I'm going to go through them with you quickly, because when people talk about being a jammy sod, and trust me, you have no idea how many times I've heard that. But if you don't know what I'm talking about and you've been watching going, what are you watching about? I was a winner on the Saturday night takeaway place on the plane 3 weeks ago too. I don't even know what week it is. And we got back on Wednesday, and through Suzuki Cars and Virgin Holidays, we won a 7-night trip, pretty much all expenses paid, to Universal Orlando, Florida. And you have no idea how many times I've been called a jammy sod or you lucky cow in the last 2 weeks. So this is kind of my mindset, and this is how I work. And don't get me wrong, I have down days. But if you are someone who is perpetually going on Facebook and telling the world how unlucky you are, how unhappy you are, how unhealthy you are, how ungrateful you are, how everything goes wrong for you, take a pen and paper and listen up, okay? So there are two physical laws, and one is the law of vibration, and that is the base of the law of attraction. This is the fact that everything around us has a vibration. Everything vibrates at a cellular level. My cup, my makeup brushes, me, my notepad, my lamps, my lights, my mirrors, everything. If you have a microscope and you drill down, you will see that everything has particles and atoms and molecules, and everything at some point vibrates. Nothing is a dead cell. Everything has molecules and particles. And we know that to be true because we understand microscopes, right? Okay, so on that principle, it is, you get in what you give out, but on that principle, things go on different frequencies, okay? So someone who's on a really low frequency is generally going to receive back a low frequency. It's like tuning a radio, okay? Have you ever heard the phrase, oh, we're just not on the same wavelength? What does that mean? It means that your vibration doesn't link in with theirs. And you know, and the opposite way, when you meet people sometimes and you go, we just got it, like you're reading each other's mind, you are on the same wavelength. And when you get to be somewhere where this vibration has led you to, or where your attraction has led you to, where your energy has led you to, you find more people. And I harp about this all the time in my business. My business led me to a pile of women who think like I do, who act like I do, who have the same wavelength vibe, who have the same like supportive, uplifting, let's do it, let's take on the world kind of attitude. And I struggled my entire life to find people who felt like that about me, about the world, people who wanted more, people who didn't want to sit and moan, whinge about fake life, moan about our tiny little town, how crap it is, who were happy to, talk about what she's doing down the road, but don't want any impact into their own lives. And I literally thought for a long time that this was just life. When you find people on your vibration, you almost want to do a little dance. And that can be regarding a hobby. That can be a romantic. That can be a friendship. But when you get someone on your wavelength, it's like electricity, okay? And we've all felt that. We've all felt that vibration before. And that is the law of vibration at work here. You're attracted to, and you're going to get on better with people who are giving out the same vibes as you. Didn't get a good vibe from him. We weren't vibing. These are phrases we use, right? The law of vibration is a real thing. So it's a scientific law, and it's the same as a dog whistle. We're not on that sound frequency. Sound frequencies and vibration frequencies are completely real. This isn't mumbo jumbo. This sounds... To people who are negative, this can sound quite barefoot and flowers. But if you think about it in terms of we understand sound is a completely logical premise, right? If, breaking the speed of sound, breaking the speed of light, these are all laws. Thank you, Natalie. We can't hear a dog whistle. Doesn't mean it doesn't work. We can't hear the breaking the sound barrier. Doesn't mean it doesn't work. We believe in it. We can't see light, but we know it exists, okay? And it's exactly the same thing. So we can't see gravity. Yeah? You can't see gravity. Still there. Okay, I didn't see anything holding it up around, but the molecules in that brush just moved. Okay? The law of vibration is the same, but if you take it away from inanimate objects and take it into yourself, the law says whatever vibe you're on, whatever vibration you are vibing at, high or low, that's what you're going to get back, okay? Some of the world's most famous people live on this law. Oprah Winfrey, Will Smith, Jim Carrey, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Matt Damon, Katy Perry, when she was a little girl, did a vision board with a Grammy. Guess what Katy Perry won? A Grammy. And if you go on the internet and look at Oprah Winfrey, her talk, she has a 2-hour talk, a whole episode of her program about the law of attraction. So the law of attraction states, using the law of vibration, we can vibrate into the things that we want and we can attract them to us like a magnet, okay? Like attract like. What you can see in your head, you can hold in your hand. Will Smith has been all over social media recently. People have been like his positivity. This is what he's talking about. He's talking about these laws working together to exude positivity, to bring positivity back. And people say to me, why am I a lucky person? Oh my God, you fall in and come out smelling of roses. It's because I'm this sort of person. So when I was comping and everybody laughed at me and then I won 30 grand with the prizes, guess what? I believed in myself. I believed in what I was doing. I was giving out vibes to the universe that I was abundant and I was lucky and I would win. Did I win all the time? No, but I won. And then when I started this business, again, everybody laughed at me a little bit. And I was like, no, I get this. I get the idea. This is going to work. Guess what? It worked because I did the steps. I'm going to come to that as well in a minute. So when you're telling yourself and your others on Facebook what goes wrong, how, oh my God, it always happens to me, the universe goes, yeah, right then. If you say so. Absolutely true. If you're saying it happens to you, then it happens to you. And you will find that people who, like me, are luckier inherently because we believe we're lucky. And people who go through life believing that they were born on the wrong side of the bed or, you know, born with under a bad luck cloud, because they're generally putting that out to the universe. It's kind of snowballs. Does that make sense? Writing things down and putting images together puts your subconscious in a frame that it accepts these are the things that you want to happen. What you can hold in your head, you can hold in your hand, okay? And here's the other thing that blew my mind. Everything that exists that you want already exists. The beautiful dream house in your head, it exists. Even if it's not a solid structure, the bricks exist, the furniture exists, the metal for the furniture exists, the ore for the metal for the furniture exists, the pieces for the materials for the car, for your dream car, exists in the universe right now. Everything you want in some form, even if it's scattered in a million pieces, exists right now. Even if in your head it's the biggest dream and fantasy, these things exist. They're there. They just haven't Legoed themselves into the right order yet, which is really incredible. So my dream home, I know what it looks like up here. It's out there. It might be standing, I don't know. I haven't found it yet. I quite like that one. But I have a dream house in my head. Those bricks are out there. The tools are out there. The materials are out there. The kitchen's out there. The materials for the appliance are out there. The grass is out there. The land is out there. It already exists. So if you had a bad dream and you have to wake up and you tell yourself it's not real, it's the same thing. So if you can do that, do the other. I'm going to do an exercise with you really quickly. Hold two hands out. Okay, you're going to do it with me. Take a sip of water first. With your hands first. Hold two hands, close your eyes. And in one hand, you're going to hold a light little beautiful pile of feathers. Just feel them. They're really light. They're soft and tickly. And in the other hand, you've got a big old heavy metal ball. And I want you to really concentrate on how heavy that ball is and how light those feathers are. So light and gorgeous here. This ball is, I mean, it's shiny and it's cold and I can already feel my hands going, isn't it? Yeah, look. This hand's dropping. Subconsciously, that hand's going, even when I'm not looking at it. Try it. It's weird. You can do it for ages and you can hold stuff out in your hand and convince yourself you're holding something. And when you let go of it in your mind, your hands go, ah, and your muscles literally relax from not holding anymore, the invisible thing you were never holding in the first place. That is the power of your mind. If you ever had a bad dream and you've convinced yourself someone's died or your partner's woken and you have to wake up and had a word with yourself because your brain has accepted it. Because your subconscious has taken that piece of information, your brain's gone, all right, and you've gone, whoa, not true. This is all this is. So try the ball and feather visualization. Just watch your hand. The more you talk about this heavy hand, the more this one kind of just like, it's bizarre, but that is all visualization. The law of vibration, the law of attraction is you are mentally visualizing the things that you want to exist in life, okay? And this is a really interesting one. A Harvard study, a group of Harvard students were challenged on their goals as they left. Of the class, 84% had no goals. They just had no goals at all. 13% of them had them, but they weren't written down. They were like up here. Okay, they were like, I know I'm doing, it's just I've not written down. And only 3% had written goals, right? They studied and tracked and kept in touch with this group of students over the next decade. And over the next decade, the 13% that had goals but hadn't written them down were earning twice as much as the 84% who had no goals. But the 3% that wrote those goals down were earning 10 times as much as the other 97% combined. Combined. That is why 3% of the world has 97% of the world's wealth, because they use this law. Okay? So here's what you're going to do. You're going to get yourself a pen and paper, and you're going to think about what you want. And sometimes it comes out spitty, like a story, but don't limit yourself. And this is what I was taught when I did the coaching on this. Don't limit yourself. Don't be like, oh, I can't ask for that. Imagine you are writing yourself the biggest badass asset Santa list that's ever existed. That you are asking Father Christmas for everything you want, and there is no limit. You have the imagination of a 3-year-old with the expectations of a 38-year-old. That is what you're going to do. And over time, that will become more controlled. So you're going to figure out what you want. You're going to figure out everything you want in life. And here's where you have carte blanche to be completely ludicrous, to write down the inside of your car. And I've got a story to tell you. To write down what your house looks like, to write down where you live, to describe it, to feel it, to smell it. Write this down. And then you're going to write down your goals. You're going to write down the goals of how you're going to get the things that you want. You're going to write them down. You're going to be specific, and you're going to create for every step a plan. And that sounds like, well, of course it's going to happen because I've made a plan. We quit stuff. Good Lord, I love this mug. We quit stuff. We quit diets, we quit gyms, we quit relationships, we quit friendships, we quit everything apart from being quitters. So when I say to people, create a plan for each task, they go, well, of course I'm going to achieve it because I've got a plan. Name something that everyone has followed through. More people can name 10 things that they failed at or quit at than they've actually succeeded at, okay? So writing them down inherently doesn't mean you're going to do them. It means what it's going to tell your brain is that that's where you want to go. It's going to give you direction. It's going to create vision, and it's going to help your mind see it. And I'm going to leave you with one last ridiculously amazing story from my friend Tash. So my friend, so she's a Black status leader with our company, and she she did a vision board for her house, and she described it all. And without knowing, because she was stressed out, they had to sell move out really, really quickly. They rented accommodation, and they found a house really quickly, and she just picked it. It was a great house. She was like, yeah. And it wasn't until she moved, unpacked, and turned around, because she was suddenly pregnant, she realised that it ticked off her vision board for 4 bedrooms, a study, a big garden, open plan kitchen with an island. It ticked off all these very specific things without her even noticing. And what's even more amazing was that Tash, like me, wanted a burgundy Range Rover. Burgundy Range Rover with cream interior, okay? But she said, it was my brilliant phrase, she went, I can't get a loan. No one will even lend me a pen. Actually made me laugh a lot. She said, but she started looking on the internet, looking at some cars, because they were having their 3rd baby, and they rang up this random company. They're like, yeah, we can give you a loan. She said she felt sorry for him because he was, no way. She was like, nobody lends me anything. Like, she felt like she was wasting his time. She was like, no, for sure. Let's do the application. She actually felt she had to do the application to like humour him because he was so polite. She didn't know why. She hadn't, she'd never accepted for loans before. She had not great credit, she said, but she earned a decent income because we're self-employed. So they rang her back, and then he said, right, this is what you've got, absolutely fine. And she went, what? He went, here on the website is where you need to look. These are the cars that you could have for the budget that you can have. This garage specifically, this website. So she went on the website, there it was, first thing, a burgundy Range Rover Evoque with cream seats. So she rings him back and goes, can I have this? And he goes, yeah, I just told you. She went, no, I need that car. And he's like, yeah, do you want it like, I think I would say the 26th of July she rang. And he's like, yeah, do you want it at the 3rd of August? Are we ready the 3rd of August? And she's like, yeah. Awesome. Oh my God, I've got my car of my dreams. So that's amazing. What ends this story so beautifully is that on the 3rd of August, our company announced a car bonus to pay the amount Nat Natasha was going to have to pay for that Range Rover monthly. Done. And then just to top that up, just underneath on her vision board where she'd written about the Range Rover Evoque with the cream seats, she'd written an amount of money that she wanted to earn that was not far off, half, I would say a solid half people's annual income. She earned it in 1 month, in the month that she said she was going to write it on the vision board. And I heard so many other crazy stories on Saturdays. Stephen's always made me go, just, it makes you, but it solidifies what you know. My friend also received an extraordinary income, and for those of you who know why my business they were giving away $10,000 in US in between September and November, and one of our presenters earned a sum of money, but she'd written on her vision board she'd written an exact rounded sum of money. And when she received her amazing income, it was slightly more, and she was like, well, it's not quite right. She then received a CCJ for parking she didn't know she had for the small amount at the end, which took the amount that she was going to earn to the exact figure. Exact. So I'm going to leave you there with that. Have any questions, please feel free to drop a message. If you want me to do vision boards in more detail, I'm happy to do it. Anything like this you want to know, just drop me a message. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday, my loves. Sending you love, light and positivity. Speak to you later.